What's up guys, my name is Brock, you're watching The Modest Man, and today we're talking about Ash Erie's new jeans. Okay, if you're a shorter guy who likes to dress well, chances are you've heard of the brand Ash Erie. Since early 2015, they've made a name for themselves selling casual button-up shirts for shorter guys. Now, if you've been following The Modest Man for a while, you might remember my video where I contributed to their Indiegogo campaign when they first launched. Or if you follow along over on the blog, maybe you remember my article where I reviewed their everyday casual button-up shirt. Quick side note, back then they were called Ash Anvil, but they've since changed their name to Ash Erie. Well, it's been a big couple of years for this relatively new apparel brand. They've launched a bunch of new everyday shirts and also dress shirts, and now 2 different styles of jeans for shorter guys. Also, the founders, Steven and Eric, struck a deal on Shark Tank with Marc Cuban, who ironically is the tallest of the sharks. But today I want to talk about their new jeans because, as you know, as a shorter man, it can be very difficult, almost impossible sometimes, to find jeans that are the right length, that are short enough. And it's a total pain to have to get every single pair of jeans hemmed for an extra cost at the tailor. So I'm pretty thrilled that Ash Erie is offering jeans down to a 25-inch inseam, which, you know, you don't find that with many other brands. So we're gonna talk a little bit about these jeans. I'm gonna show you, of course, how they look on me. I'll give you some of the specs, but you know, I don't want you to think of this as a full-fledged product review. I've only had these jeans for a few weeks. Think of this more as like an introduction, just a heads up that, hey, these are now available and you might want to check them out. Okay, so first up, let's look at the specs. Okay, so these jeans are made in the USA. They're made from North Carolina cone denim. They're 99% cotton, 1% elastane, so they have a little bit of stretch. It's pretty substantial denim in terms of the weight. They're slim fit, they have a subtle taper below the knees, a relatively short rise, and they're available in Indigo wash or a black rinse. These jeans are available in a wide variety of sizes, which is pretty cool because I think pretty much any guy who's under like 5'9" or 5'8" would be able to find a pair of jeans that fits because they offer all the way down to 25-inch inseams and all the way up to a 38-inch waist. So I got 2 pairs. I got a pair of the Indigo wash in 28-27 and then a pair of the black rinse in 28-28. And if you're wondering why I would get 2 different lengths, that's a good question. I'd like to talk about jeans length for just a minute. So when you're trying to figure out what's the perfect length of jeans for your build, you have to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what shoes are you gonna wear them with? Number 2, how much break do you like in your pants? And number 3, do you like to cuff your jeans? Now, most of us wear our jeans with a variety of shoes, you know, everything from low-top sneakers to 6-inch work boots. So ideally, you'd find a pair of jeans that works with any kind of shoes. So this is kind of a moot point, but if you're the kind of guy that only wears boots, for example, then you might want to take that into consideration when you're choosing the right length of jeans for you. But I think what's more important, you have to think about the break. So how much break do you want? Now, pants break happens when there's excess length in your pant leg above your shoe and your pant kind of folds over itself. Now, as a shorter guy, I prefer little to no break with pretty much all of my pants, including jeans. I think it's the most flattering look on the shorter body type. I think it kind of has an elongating effect, and it's just what I prefer. But I also like the cuffed look. I really like cuffing my jeans and chinos. And even though a lot of people say this isn't a good thing for shorter men to do, I completely disagree. I think it's totally okay for shorter guys to do. You just have to think about proportions. So as long as you keep your cuffs tight and thin, it's gonna look fine. But it's a matter of preference. Now, knowing that I like little to no break and I also like cuffing my jeans, a 28-inch inseam works really well because it gives me just enough extra length to cuff my jeans without them turning into high waters. Now, if I knew I was only gonna wear these jeans uncuffed, I'd probably opt for a 27-inch inseam. But whether or not you like to cuff, I think we can all agree that it's nice to have the option. You know, it's nice to be able to find jeans that are short enough that you don't have to cuff them. Because I think a lot of the times I see shorter guys out there and their jeans are so long and they haven't gotten them hemmed and they're just cuffing them because they have to, not because they want to. Because let's be honest, cuffing should be a choice, not a requirement. Okay, moving on, you can see that the Ash Erie Indigo wash jeans are a dark inky blue and they'll probably develop some nice fades over time. The rise is relatively short, The legs are cut pretty slim through the thigh, and they have a very subtle taper from the knee down to the leg opening. These jeans don't have any decorations or distressing, they're just classic dark wash jeans, which I prefer. Now the ones I'm wearing in these photos do have an A shape stitched into the back right pocket. Okay, but their new inventory, which is what you would get if you ordered jeans from their website today, doesn't have any decoration on the back pocket. It just has this black leather patch sewn in where you would usually find it on jeans, with their Ash Erie logo kind of embossed into it. Okay, in terms of durability, only time will tell. You have to wear jeans for a while, wash them a couple times to see how they hold up, but they feel very tough. They feel very durable. In fact, I'm looking forward to breaking them in a little bit because I've only worn them for a couple weeks now, and I think they're gonna be very, very comfortable. Now for this photo shoot, I'm also wearing an Ash Erie everyday shirt, casual button down under a light gray wool crew neck from Uniqlo. The tan Chelsea boots are from Thursday Boot Company, and I'm topping it off with my Peter Manning leather jacket. This shirt is also one of their everyday shirts. It's from their new flannel collection. It's a blue and black gingham pattern in a size extra small. Pretty lightweight for a flannel shirt. It's very comfortable. And more importantly, it fits properly. The sleeves are the right length for my build, which is really nice. So here's the bottom line, guys. I've been a supporter of Ash Erie since before they even launched. Makes me really happy to see them growing and succeeding, getting a deal on Shark Tank, and I'm thrilled that they're now offering jeans for shorter guys. So if you've been frustrated with the lack of options out there for high quality jeans with shorter inseams, I definitely recommend checking out Ash Erie. Of course, there's a link to their jeans and everything I'm wearing and everything you see in the video down in the description as always. If you have any questions, if you have any experiences with this brand, I'd love to hear about them. So leave a comment down below, and until next time, stay stylish. Which is what you would get if you ordered some today. Hello? Press 1 to speak to a debt specialist. Okay.
Hello, this is Josh with CA Debt Services, and I have great news for you. We have received information that pre-approves your company for a 40 to 60% payment reduction on your current high-interest merchant cash loan. Are you the business owner?
Yes.
Okay, and how much do you currently owe?
$11 billion. God, they just don't stop.